Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a speed reviews for you guys. I've got several products here that I want to chat about. I'm going to try to make it speedy. I never do, but here's hoping I do a better job of that this time. So let's dive straight in and let's start with skincare. So I've been meaning to review these for a while, and truth be told, they're almost gone. I realized that I was like about to use these two products up and I hadn't yet spoken to you guys about them. I didn't want to just throw them in an empties and then review them, you know, in a month or two when I have enough empties. I wanted to review them for you guys now when my thoughts were still very clear and recent. So the first one I want to talk about is the Sunday Riley C.E.O. This is the vitamin C rich hydration cream. This was actually given to me by a client. I believe she received it in a BoxyCharm and she was like, I just have too many moisturizers. And I was like, I feel that in my soul. So when I used up the Murad overnight moisturizer that I had been using, I swapped it out for this one because that one had like a nice amount of a vitamin C antioxidant quality to it. I thought this would be a nice sort of replacement. And I think this is a really nice moisturizer for somebody who has very dry skin. I have oily combo skin and I did find this to be like quite heavy. It's almost gone. You can see I've used most of that up. It's quite heavy. Now I don't mind that at nighttime. So what I was doing with this was using it as my nighttime moisturizer. Normally at nighttime I put on a moisturizer and then I layer a oil over top, like a facial oil over top. With this I really didn't need to do that. It's very occlusive, it's very hydrating, it really leaves your skin with a noticeable glow. I always joke that I like to go to bed looking like a glazed donut, and this really does do that. So if you're somebody who likes that type of a moisturizer, I think you'll really like this. I would say that the vitamin C in this is quite potent. If you are sensitive to vitamin C, I would say stay away from this one. I can have a little bit of a sensitivity to vitamin C, and I notice with this one from time to time, not every day, but from time to time when I put this on, I almost feel like it burns around my nose where my skin tends to be like dry right here. So if you know that about yourself, I would say this one might be a little too potent for you. But the nice thing about using a moisturizer like this that has so much vitamin C in there, you don't really need to go in with like a separate vitamin C serum. So it's kind of an all-in-one type of product. So with using this, I was able to kind of streamline down from, you know, a vitamin C serum, a moisturizer, and a facial oil, and I kind of got all in one with this moisturizer. Now, if you were going to use this in the daytime, it does say apply morning and night. It is meant to be used sort of anytime. If you were going to use this in the daytime, I would suggest this only for people with dry, dehydrated skin, and if you like that sort of glow. Let me show you. I wonder if it'll pick up on camera how glowy this is if I put some on my hand. I don't know if you can see like how glowy it is. It's really leaves the skin looking really beautiful, really shiny. I personally wouldn't want that during the daytime, but some people would really like that. So the opposite end of the spectrum is this one here. So this is the Tarte Drink of H2O Hydrating Boost Moisturizer. This is like a gel moisturizer. I received this in a FabFitFun box. Again, I've almost used it up. I don't know if you can see, the light is kind of, there you go. I'm right to the bottom of the jar. It's definitely more of a gel texture. However, I also found this leaves the skin with a nice glow. So I was using this one during the day, I currently am using this Tarte one during the day, and then the Sunday Riley one at nighttime. And you can see for a gel moisturizer, it gives a really nice glow to the skin that's not heavy. So it layers really, really well with all of my makeup. I didn't have any issues with products pilling over top of this, primers, sunscreens, things like that. I didn't have any issues whatsoever. It has a almost like herbal scent to it. It's really, really nice, really refreshing. This one here definitely has more of that orange, like citrusy scent to it, as a lot of vitamin C products do. But this one here has a little bit more of a fresh scent to it. I did have a second of this one and I gave it to my husband to use, and he really likes it as well. He has more of a normal skin type. He's not really dry, he's not really oily, he's just kind of, he's a man, you know? He has great skin. washes his face with his body wash, you know. I don't know how they do it, but I'm really liking this. So comparing this to like other gel moisturizers that I've used in the past, I find this to be more hydrating than a lot of other gel moisturizers that I've used. The second one that I got, my friend gave it to me. She had also received it in a FabFitFun box, and she has dry, dehydrated skin. She felt like it wasn't enough for her. So if you find you need a heavy duty moisturizer, in general, a gel moisturizer is not going to be the product for you, but I really like this. I think if you have combination normal oily skin, this is a really great product. Nice big jar. It's lasted me a good long while. Yeah, I like this a lot. I'm really liking these together. They're almost gone. I'm gonna be sad. Also for skincare, I have been trying out this one here. So this is the Tula So Poreless Deep Exfoliating Blackhead Scrub. Got this in a BoxyCharm. If you're new here, I don't normally like scrubs. I generally prefer like an AHA, BHA type of exfoliant. But I thought I'd give this one a try. Tula has some great products. This one had really good reviews. As I said, I got it in a BoxyCharm. I don't know that I have ever tried a scrub that I have liked this much. I know. It looks like this. So it's in like a jelly sort of base. Let me spread it around so you can see it a little bit better. It's in like a jelly base. It smells it smells like raspberries. I think there's raspberry leaf and pomegranate in there. It has that berry scent, but like very slight. Like it's not heavily fragranced like that, but when you're using it on your skin, you get this nice like scent of like berry that's very enjoyable. It's in that jelly base, and the granules in there are so teeny tiny. You barely feel it on your skin, but because it's in that jelly base, I usually keep like a scrub like this in the shower. I use it sort of in the shower. So you apply it to damp skin and it just glides over the skin so beautifully. You barely feel those little granules. You get this nice scent going on. Like it's just a whole experience. It's like a sensorial experience. I've never tried a scrub before where I was like, oh my, I really like this. Usually I'm like, yeah, that's fine. It's okay. I really, really like this. So if you like a scrub and you're looking for something really gentle but effective and just really pleasant to use, I think this is a great one. It made me realize how much I dislike all of the other scrubs I tried, you know? Okay, lastly for skincare, I've been trying out this product here. So this one was sent to me. This is the Neostrata Correct Lip Wrinkle Repair. So this is like it's like a cream. It has this type of applicator, which I usually don't apply directly to my lips. I just put a little bit on my finger and rub it around. So this is supposed to help to reduce lines, not just on the lips, but like around the lips. It says, glide cream directly on and above the lip line area twice a day. A slight tingling sensation may occur. So this ingredient wise is mostly like ceramides, peptides, things like that. There's no like retinol or anything like that in there, or AHA or anything that you'd have to worry about irritating your lips. I have been using this for about 2 weeks, twice a day, and I can't say that, like, I think I read somewhere that it was like noticeable difference in 3 days. And I was like, I don't know. As I'm now in my mid-30s, I'm becoming more and more aware of the lines on my skin, particularly around my mouth and around my eyes and on my forehead, pretty much my whole face, you know, aging. So I thought I'd give this a try, and I can't say that I notice like a noticeable difference in the lines around my lips. I sort of apply it like all around my mouth basically, and like I said, like I don't really notice a difference in terms of the lines. However, I do find that that area of my face is much more hydrated than usual. And I do get a lot of dehydration around my mouth because I wear a mask for, you know, 10, 11 hours a day. So in that way, this has been a great product for me. I am going to continue to use it. We'll see in terms of the lines, but I do enjoy it. However, I think the claims are a little, I don't know. I think they're pushing it a little bit with the claims. Oh, I almost forgot about this one. I don't know if you count this as skincare. kind of. So I hauled this in my last Sephora haul around my birthday in September. This is the Isle of Paradise Day Dew Self Tan Face Mist. And you guys were really excited to see what I thought about this. You know, I really don't think this does a lot. It does a little something, like a little tiny something, but not a lot. It does so little that I've stopped using it because I've really lost my tan like everywhere. And so it's almost like, what's the point? It really wasn't doing a lot. And I'll probably start reusing this again in like the spring and summer, because I did find when I had a little bit of a tan on my body, it just evened me out a little bit. But if you're self-tanning and you're thinking that this is gonna sort of balance your body with your face, I don't think it's gonna do enough. I think you're gonna need like an actual self-tanner. This is one of those like gradual tan type of things, okay? So if that's what you're looking for, it is a nice product, feels nice on the skin. I really didn't notice this breaking me out or anything like that, which I did worry about with something like this. I think, you know, in that way it's a good product, but I think you have to really like temper your expectations with a product like this. And I'm pretty fair skinned, so I would say if you're deeper than I am, you're not going to really notice much with something like this. So, you know, is it worth the money? I would say probably not. I wish I could say that it is, you know? Okay, so let's move on to the makeup and let's talk about this palette right here. So this is the Natasha Denona Retro palette. I don't know why I waited this long to review this. I love this palette. I love this so much. So if you missed the video, I'll link that Sephora haul in the description box down below. A few of these products are from a couple of recent Sephora hauls, so I'll link them in the description box. But if you didn't see the video, my husband bought me this for my birthday. I was very excited. This was one of those palettes where when I saw the teaser on Trend Mood, I think I saw it on Trend Mood first, like before it was released, I was like, oh my gosh, if Natasha Denona was gonna make a palette for me, this would be it. Like, this is my colors. So I'll show you the color story. It's so beautiful. It's everything I want and more in an eyeshadow palette. It's stunning. And I mentioned in that video, I think I just mentioned to my husband in passing, or maybe he overheard me talking to somebody else, and I was like, oh, I want that palette so bad, but I can't justify it because I own like 100 palettes. Anyways, he bought it for me, went into Sephora, bought it in person, and I have been loving it ever since. I have it on my eyes today. So I have nude mauve in my crease, and then I have Jude, this metallic right here, kind of all over the lid. And then I used Opart right here, this sort of cool toned dark brown as like a liner. Every look that I've created with this has been so beautiful. Every color performs beautifully. The shimmers are incredible. You've got like these really beautiful sort of metallics in here that are absolutely stunning. And then you've got a couple of sort of topper shades here that just add some glitter to the whole look. The mattes are really blendable, really pigmented. It's perfection. It's everything I could ever want. So if you were looking at this one and you were on the fence about it and you were wondering how it performs beautifully. I love it so much. I can't say enough good about this palette. This is like my ultimate everyday palette. I just lean more towards those like mauvey, more cool tones than I do those like warm brown tones. I just think these are so flattering on so many eye colors, skin colors. It's just beautiful. I love it so much. Another eye product here. Now I have reviewed one of these before. This is the Ciate London Shadow Flip. I had reviewed the purple one that was gifted to me. This one here is the shade Ember. And when I reviewed the purple one, I said I was really disappointed by the fact that it didn't really like flip overly much. But this one, I feel it really does. So this one's sort of like a green to copper. Now, can I get it? It's so, oh, there it goes. So there's that sort of green, it's like an army green, and then it flips to like a pinky copper. Can you see it flip? So I really think this one performs better than the purple one. The purple one, I'm using it more just as like a liquid shadow. But this one here really does have that like duochrome quality to it that it sort of advertises. I feel like if you're gonna call it a shadow flip, you really should see that like obvious flip in color. So I think this one really does it. So I think with these, like, it's just gonna depend on what color you get, you know? Next, I wanna talk about this eyebrow gel right here. So this is the e.l.f. Wow Brow, and I have the shade Neutral Brown. Now, this had gotten really good reviews, so I was really interested to try it. It's got sort of a standard little brow wand on there. It is a bit larger than some that I've used before, but that doesn't really bother me. But if you like a really teeny tiny brush on the wand, this one might be a little bit large for you. I would compare this to the Essence Make Me Brow. It has about the same amount of hold. It's not a super, super heavy hold, but it has those fibers, and I think it has a lot more. I know you're not going to be able to pick that up on camera, but it's even on, no, you can't see any of that. You can't see it because they're so tiny, but this has like noticeable fibers. Like it looks like a bunch of hairs all over on the wand, all around the little tube, this thing. So where the Make Me Brow has, like, it has some fibers, but it doesn't add like a ton of volume to your brows, I think this one adds more volume with about the same amount of hold. So if you're looking for a really heavy duty hold, I would say probably go with like the CoverGirl one. Has like more almost that hairspray feel. But if you like the Essence Make Me Brow, but you'd like to have more fibers, I would say this is a really good one. I'm enjoying it. I find Neutral Brown to be a great color for me. Yeah, I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Next up, I have a mascara that is not from CoverGirl. I know, shocking. I feel like the only mascaras I review are from CoverGirl. This is by Iconic London, and this is the Triple Threat Mascara. I got this in a BoxyCharm. I told you guys I was nervous. I was nervous because it's got a pretty weird wand on it. It's got like, have you ever seen such short bristles on a mascara wand? I haven't. I like this. I like this a lot. I was shocked. I don't know that I've ever gotten a mascara in a BoxyCharm that I've actually liked. Usually when we get mascaras in BoxyCharms, I just give them away. I don't even try them anymore because I've tried so many bad ones. But I decided to try this one. You know, I felt like I was just like in a little bit of a rut with mascaras. I was wearing all the CoverGirl ones. I felt like you guys were bored of hearing about them. So I decided to give this one a try. I really like the packaging. It's got that nice like chromed packaging. This is so nice. So my biggest gripe with mascaras is I get a lot of transfer underneath of the eyes. I have oily skin. I'm aging. I don't know. It's a problem I've had. So this one really does stay put. It really stays put. It gives lots of volume. I don't find I need to do like multiple coats of this, where with most mascaras, I'll kind of go in, do a coat, do the other eye, come back, do another coat, you know, same on the other eye, at least 2 coats. This one, I really just go in the once. I don't know if you guys can see like what my lashes look like, but this is just 1 coat of mascara. I don't like, as much as I love crazy volume, when you're gonna have a mask on all day and it gets like all the humidity around your eyeballs, it's better to not go too heavy with your mascara. So being able to just go in with 1 coat of this, it saves me time in the morning. It gives me a ton of volume without having to screw around. I curl my lashes, I pop this on. It holds the curl really well. It doesn't transfer underneath of my eyes. It's relatively easy to remove with just like a micellar water. It's not waterproof. I haven't noticed any flaking underneath of the eyes. It just works. Now, I haven't used this on my bottom lashes. I just think I have so few bottoms, you know, I just think that wand is not going to work for my bottom lashes, and I don't want to make a mess. So I've just been going in with the CoverGirl Clump Crusher on the bottoms, but I'm really, really liking this. So if you got this in a BoxyCharm and you haven't opened yet, I highly suggest you do. It's really good. It's a really good one. And then lastly, I have a few products to review out of my Sephora holiday set video that I just posted. I have 3 out of those products to review for you guys today that I have been testing out. So first one is the Tower 28 Lip Balm. This is the Juice Balm Tinted Lip Balm in the shade Mix. I have this on my lips today. I love this. I love this so much. So it's pretty sheer. It's got like kind of a nudie color to it. It's this color right here. It's very balmy, as you can see. You can kind of spread it around. I have it on today with like a more pinky nude lip liner. I've also worn it with a more brown nude lip liner. It's the type of color where you could put it over any lip liner and it's gonna just kind of look like that. You can also put it on over nothing. It just looks like your lips, but better. It's sort of like a juiced up version of your own lip color. Very comfortable to wear. Feels just like a lip balm. Wears really well underneath of my mask. It doesn't really like smear around so much as just like wear off. But my lips feel really hydrated as it wears off. You know, some like, even some like lip oils or lip glosses, they almost make your lips feel like they want to peel as it kind of wears off. This doesn't. It feels like you've put on like just a really nice like chapstick, you know? So really, really loving this. If you've been eyeing these, I would say they're definitely worth a try. I'm very pleased with myself for ordering that little set. I have a like, so, well, you guys will see when I talk about the other ones, but it's like wins and wins and wins. Loving it. Loving that so much. The next one I want to talk about is the Milk Chalk Stick, Color Chalk. Milk Color Chalk. So this was a full-size product. This was also a full-size product. And I like this. I like this. I have this on my inner corners right here. It's just like it's like a nice sort of highlighting color for my skin tone. It looks like a piece of chalk. It goes on like a piece of chalk. So I have worn this a few different ways. So today I actually took it like on a brush and did the inner corner. That worked great. It applied like a powder. It's chalk. I did also wear it one day last week. I just did like a brown eyeshadow in my crease and all over the lid. And then I just kind of tapped this on the lid over top. And I liked it like that as well. It definitely has a chalkier texture to it than like an eyeshadow. So tapping it over top of the lid, it was a little bit on the dry side, but it stayed really well. It looked nice. It wasn't sparkly. It more just had that highlight kind of glow to it. So if you're looking for something a little softer and not so glittery to kind of tap over the top of the lid, I think these work really well for that. I think it's very like user-friendly, travel-friendly. Use it on your finger, use it on a brush. Like you can kind of do whatever. I really think you could use this as like a highlight, just like tapped over top of like the high points of your cheeks. I think there's a lot you could do with this. I'm enjoying it. I don't know if I would have purchased this sort of on its own to just use, but I'm happy to have it. And I think it was a nice little add-on to that little kit. And then the last product I want to talk about is this blush. So this is the Merit Cheek color in the shade Cheeky. I have been loving this as well. There's the color right there. So you can, it really blends out so easily, just like tapping motions. I have been loving this. So what I like to do on my day off when I'm doing like no makeup is I'll do like a tinted moisturizer, or I'll mix a little bit of foundation in with like a facial oil, apply that over top, a little concealer, and then a little bit of like a cream blush. And I have been loving this so much. It blends out like a dream. And unlike most of my cream blushes, it doesn't take the coverage off of the rest of my face. So I have a couple of pigmentation spots on my cheeks right there. So that's been a challenge with cream blushes, because as I apply the product, it just kind of lifts up any concealer or foundation I have over those areas. I really haven't noticed that with this. It really just kind of lays over top really beautifully, blends out really well, stays on relatively well throughout the day. It has a nice glow to it. I don't feel like I need to set this down with powder. It stays on really, really nicely. The color is beautiful. I think this is a full-size product as well. Yeah, I love it. If you are looking at these, I would say get them. get it. I think this is probably my favorite of all of my cream blushes in terms of application and longevity. The color is really nice as well. So this has like all of a sudden become like an everyday product for me, right front and center in my vanity. I love it. I love it so much. I still talked forever. I did have a lot of products to talk about this time though, in my defense. But lots of wins this time. If we were calling this a faves and fails, we would really only have, what was a fail? I mean, I guess this was really the only thing that I wasn't like obsessed with. And like, this was just okay, but it works, it flips, right? It's been a successful run of testing products for this go around. Let me know in the comments down below if you've tried any of these products or if you've been thinking about trying any of these products. I always love to chat with you guys in the comments down below. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon in another video. Bye.